Malaysia Airlines passengers 15 minutes of terror revealed as MH128 fake bomb hijacker is jailed for 12 years. The 15 minutes of terror experienced by those aboard Malaysia Airlines Flight 128 have finally been revealed. For a quarter of an hour 221 passengers and crew thought they were going to die after the Sri Lanka-bound flight was hijacked by a man with a bomb. And now their horrifying experience can be revealed as the hijacker Manodh Marks is jailed for 12 years. Moments after the packed plane left Melbourne on May 31 last year, Marks rose from his seat, opened the overhead locker and took out 2 items. They were large and black and had blue flashing lights. The 26-year-old from a well-off family in the Sri Lankan capital Colombo announced at the top of his lungs that he was holding a bomb and he wanted to blow the effing plane up. He ran towards cabin crew with his finger on the power button and, positioning himself just outside the cockpit door, shouted his message again. "I have a bomb with me," he said, according to witnesses. "I want to talk to the pilot. Don't come near me. I want to destroy this aircraft." A passenger confronted him. "Are you effing serious?" he asked, before looking closely at the objects and determining there was very real danger. A flight attendant froze, later admitting a hijack scenario had never happened to me before and that he did his best to hide his panicked face. "When I saw him run fast, my initial instinct told me something bad was about to happen," he said. Inside the cockpit the pilot heard screaming and his first officer issued a mayday call before turning the plane around and racing back to Melbourne. It was a matter of minutes before Marks, who was in a drug-induced psychosis having taken ice on the way to the airport, was tackled by passengers who tied his arms and sat on him. 2 hero Brits, Scott Lodge and Robert MacDonald, helped to wrestle the would-be bomber to the floor. It was 15 minutes in total that the plane was in the air and another 80 minutes of anxious waiting before police stormed the aircraft and placed Marks under arrest. On Thursday, Victorian County Court Judge Michael McInerney commented on the traumatic experience passengers and crew went through. Then he made an example out of Marks. In a case for which there is no precedent in Australia, Judge McInerney sentenced Marks to 12 years imprisonment. He will serve a minimum of 9 years and, after his release, will be deported to Sri Lanka. Wearing a blue shirt and a grey jumper, the former Melbourne hospitality student said nothing, yawned and nodded when the sentence was handed down. In sentencing remarks, Judge McInerney acknowledged there was never a threat that the bomb, later revealed to be a speaker and a charger, could go off. But he said there was still a serious threat and that the pilot's stress made flying treacherous. He said the pilot was stressed out at the worst possible time, during what is known as the sterile period where the plane is climbing to 10,000 feet and the pilot is not to be interrupted. Making threats is a use of force itself, the judge said. It's like using a fake gun in a robbery. A version of this story first appeared on news.com.au. Email us at tips. You can WhatsApp us on 07810791502. We pay for videos too. Click here to upload yours.